Morning, Mr. Garcia. Sir, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 9th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a disturbance with a weapon at a Boost Mobile business in Harris County, Texas. The officers were advised that two suspects were trying to rob the store, one with a handgun and in a wheelchair. The officer observed the male matching the description inside the business, and the defendant turned as if he was going to leave. The officer asked the defendant if he had any weapons on him, and the defendant stated he did not have any weapons and that he was confused as to what was going on. The defendant agreed to the officer patting him down for weapons and immediately began reaching into his pockets, claiming he was going to retrieve his wallet. The officer observed the defendant to have an unholstered black handgun on the right side waistband tucked between his shorts, and the defendant claimed the handgun was his sister's, was borrowed for safety, and the holster was in his sister's car.
So you said they were robbing the place and
He was reported to be involved in a robbery, and that's what the officer was.
they charged?
They charged him with, no, just the possession of PCS and then the unlawful carry.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as the condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you're using illegal drugs, any kind of alcohol, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. As it stands now, you're on felony probation. You've now picked up a case with us, and you have a felony possession case. Is there a co-defendant in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. There actually, no, Your Honor, there's not.
You said
They allegedly had two suspects, but the officer only made contact with the one defendant.
you're not to be in possession of any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, do you need a lawyer appointed to you today?
Yes. I'm getting one, but not right now.
I can
So yeah.
now if you want.
Okay.
Don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my community, Mr. Garcia, because I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to protect
I was buying a phone.
Stop. Don't say anything. Just, I want you to know that I'm going to protect my community at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. We got to wait for the evidence to come in. That's going to show us whose side is correct. I don't know. We'll get there. But just while you're out there in the free world, make the right moves. Because if I see you making wrong moves, I have only one place for you. You understand? Can you reach out to the Mac for Mr. Garcia, please? All right, so for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond conditions, and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Please.
Casey, are you ready on yours? Yes, thank you. All right, Judge, counsel is approaching for page 16.
Okay.
Tiarina, come on up. Go ahead and sign here.
Hi, Casey. Happy Friday. How are you?
Any big plans this weekend?
No, not really. Just kind of hang out with my folks, you know. Yeah. You? Anything good?
No, I have a friend's 35th birthday party tonight, but
That'll be fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
mob themed, so.
Oh, awesome. Are y'all going to like a special place for it?
No, their house.
You were Miss Tijerina.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 11th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle bearing an unreadable E-tag at the 6900 block of Spencer Highway. A traffic stop was conducted and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The defendant stated she was aware the E-tag was unreadable as it was waterlogged from being so old, that the E-tag was expired as of November 2024, and that her license plates were at home but not yet on the motor vehicle. The officer confirmed the defendant was operating the motor vehicle with the wrong license plates and observed no proof of financial responsibility for the vehicle. The officer observed slurred speech, red glossy eyes, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated she was coming from a local bar, had consumed a bucket of Michelob Ultra beers, and standard field sobriety were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 3 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and attempted a breath. The defendant attempted to provide a breath sample but was unable to complete the test. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Did you say she did field sobriety test or no?
She did. Would you like me to read them again?
Yeah.
HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 3 out of 8, and one leg stand 3 out of 4.
Mr. Kitty, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you see if she has a valid license?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm now placing a restriction on that license. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. You're also not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And Judge, we're fine with the random testing. She did already let me know of a scheduled trip that she has, so can we let pretrial know those dates?
You can go on your trip, but understand you're still not to use. You're going to get tested as soon as you get back. If you test positive, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I
Yes,
don't
sir.
care where you are in this world. You're still under bond condition in this court, not to use. Don't get in trouble. Make wise decisions, because if you don't, there will be disastrous consequences. And while you're out there, if you're driving, you're not allowed to unless it has an interlock on it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, let Ms. Smith know about the travel, so that way.
Right, I don't want her to get
Knows.
violated this.
So you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Casey, and she'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me that you've gone AWOL, she can't get a hold of you, I'm gonna revoke the bond. Do you understand, man?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
Have fun tonight.
All right, Judge, next is page 6. Gomez, come on up.
You are Jorge Gomez.
Sir, I am.
Mr. Gomez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 12th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to the 6800 block of Highway 225 within the city limits of Deer Park for a sedan stationary in lane 2 with a missing front tire. The officer observed the defendant in the driver's seat slumped over, the vehicle to be in drive, and the defendant to have his foot on the gas. The officer observed damage to the front right of the motor vehicle and the front right tire to be missing. The officer had to force entry into the vehicle to check the defendant's welfare due to the vehicle being locked. The officer put the vehicle in park and turned the vehicle off. The officer called out to the defendant, shook his arm, and administered 4 to 5 sternum rubs, and the defendant then slowly woke up and was unaware of what was occurring. The officer observed slurred speech, red glossy eyes, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, in addition to unsteadiness on the defendant's feet. The officer observed a buzzball chiller and beatbox alcoholic drink on the front passenger floorboard, both containers empty. The defendant stated he drank 6 beers earlier in the night and thought he was still in Houston. Extended field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to provide a blood sample.
Are you telling me that there was alcohol while he was driving?
They just found empty containers. There's no cold test, no facts indicating.
Okay. Does he have a valid Texas driver license?
All right, Your Honor.
Please. And any prior DWIs that can run an NCIC. Mr. Gomez, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Your Honor, no prior DWIs and life is eligible.
If you don't have liability insurance coupled with that license, then you're not allowed to drive. That's also a condition of your bond as well. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Do you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Sir, the thing is, I'm actually on probation for a different.
Stop.
So,
Just don't. All I want to know is
No.
you want a court-appointed lawyer.
yes,
Okay, I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. Just don't say anything. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Whatever they say, they can use it against you. I'll have you sign a receipt, Victoria. We're going to give you an application. We will eventually meet with Ms. Smith, and then we'll appoint you a lawyer.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.